Hey y'all, good morning. It's Christine, your backyard butterfly girl. Today I'm going to be potting 2 pots. Yes, I don't have my sidekick today. She's at school, but we're going to have fun anyway. So this first pot I'm going to pot is I'm going to dub it a Hummingbird Haven container. I have this Rockin Fuschia Salvia. It is these beautiful hot pink buds that are tubular that will be perfect for attracting your hummingbirds. They'll flutter right by that bud and they'll stick. The tubular flowers are perfect for their beaks to go in to get those nectars. And this should also be attractive for your butterflies as well. And hummingbirds, they love the bright colors. You think red and pink and purple. When they're flying high in the sky, they'll come over and they'll notice them in your garden and they'll come and perch and take a treat of nectar for themselves. So I have this. This is a 1-gallon plant. Then I really want to try these because they're petunias. They're Superbells Doublette in Love Swept from Proven Winners. And this one also is a Proven Winners product. I really think these doublets are so pretty because they have like a twist in them. I'll take an up close picture for you too. But they have like a really pretty doublet twist in their makeup. It's really, really pretty. And then I have 2 Pentas as well. These are going to get, 10 inches, maybe 12 inches big in a mound form. And these are dark pink. They're actually, what are these? Yeah, dark pink. So they're going to be like a bright magenta, kind of going along with this theme of pink for this Hummingbird Haven container. Oh, look at those geese. So this planter is 16 inches across and probably about the same depth. So, because we're putting in several plants in here, so we want to make sure we have enough room for them to be happy with their roots and to fill in this container. So the first thing I'm going to do is I have potting soil today. So I have these bags of potting soil that are labeled as 40 dry quarts, and this is going to be approximately 1.5 cubic feet. So in here, because we're adding in new plants, I'm going to also use this fertilizer, Biotone Starter Plus fertilizer from Epsoma. And reading the instructions on the back, it says that you need to, when preparing soil for new plants, mix 1 cup of Biotone Starter Plus per cubic foot of soil. So I'm going to add in 1.5 cups of Biotone Starter per bag of soil in this mix. So the first thing I'm going to do is open our bag of soil, and then I'm going to dump it in here. I have this guy filled with soil. So now we're going to come back in, and today I have a 1 cup measuring spoon, and we're going to add in 1 cup. We have a 1 cup measuring cup. We have a measuring cup for 1 cup. And we're going to measure out and we're going to sprinkle on top. And then I'm going to roughly say 1/2 cup. And then we're going to want to mix this in. We're going to want to mix it in pretty thoroughly. I don't have the right clothes really for this to get my hands all the way in. But we're going to mix it up. So we make sure we get right where the roots all need to go. These are going to help, this fertilizer is going to help start nice healthy roots for your new plants. This is going to be your thriller for your container. So I'm going to put that back here, I think. And then this is going to be your spiller. It's going to spill as it grows. It's going to spill over the edge. This guy is going to get about 12 inches wide is your spacing between your plants. So expect this thing to be at least 12 inches of fullness. So if you want, you can always amend this container and add in more of your this Superbells. This fuchsia is going to get 24 to 36 inches high. Oh, that's going to be so pretty. And then about 24 inches. So yeah, so I'm getting nice and tight, but it also will be 18 inches minimum. Fullness, because you get to see it right away. And then your plants will also amend to what containers that they've grown in. And these are annuals too, take in mind. And then you're going to fill with these two pentas as well. All right, these roots are not that deep on this guy, and I'm going to angle this one so it's hanging over. I'm going to need to come with some soil to give it some oomph. There we go. Angle this one out rather than keeping it straight up. We're going to angle it forward so it starts to lean over the side of your container. Then we're going to fill with these two pentas. So what I'm doing before I'm adding in any more soil, I'm just taking the soil from the back where I'm going to put this tall salvia because it's going to be deeper than these two. And then this guy has a little bit of root bound to him, so make sure you use your fingers to gently wake up those roots. That's Laura's favorite part. Make sure you wake those roots up. So making room for my salvia by pushing up some of this dirt into this area. Check it out. Sometimes you gotta really squish your container to loosen up the root ball out of the container. Oh man, there we go. Oh yeah, look at that. He was really in there. He's ready to get out. So gently, oh my gosh. Gently open those roots. Say, hey, we're ready to put you into a new fresh pot. I'm gonna scratch the sides a little bit. Say it's okay to come out. All right. So here is your container for your Hummingbird Haven. I would start in the springtime. I would start, I'm going to move these guys just a little bit, space and just a touch more. In the springtime, I would start in full sun. The pentas are great for North Texas, especially when it gets nice and hot. And then as if you notice, so you can keep this in your full sun. You can keep this in full sun. These guys are blocking my face. You can keep this in full sun. Make sure you keep it watered. Make sure you stay attentive to it. And then if you notice as the summer months start to come, if something is looking a little more wilted or struggling a little bit, feel free to put it in a shady spot and then move it back out to the sun as you notice it's healing as well. Our hummingbirds we have this one hummingbird so far that's been pretty active around here, so I'm going to keep this out and see what happens while we do our milkweed. One other thing I forgot to mention is I took 90% liquid alcohol, just that you got from the drugstore. Where is it? I don't know where it is right now. Oh, it's right here. I took a 90% liquid isopropyl alcohol, rubbing alcohol that you get from the drugstore, and I took that with a rag and I wiped down my containers on inside and outside to make sure I removed any residue that I didn't want to interact with my soil and my plants. So right now I'm going to plant this milkweed. two containers we made today. We have the milkweed, which is your host plant for your monarch butterflies. And we already have little buds growing, so hopefully we have some monarch butterflies visit us very soon. We can add some more caterpillars to our growing caterpillar family. And then over here we have our Hummingbird Haven, and we have Salvia in Rockin Fuschia from Proven Winners. We have two dark pink Pentas, and then we have this super, what is it called again? It is called, yes, Superbells Doublette in Love Swept over here too. We got the pinks going on in this container. So these guys, put these in full sun, water them, keep them well, and hopefully you get some lovely pollinators to your garden. Hopefully these attract the pollinators that you expect them to attract.